I finished the whole series already, and I realized that I overlooked this episode so much. Though this episode seems a little calm, quiet and fluffy, I think this is special in a way. It has lots of foreshadowing. This episode started with Tae acting a bit strange. He's that excited to tutor O at his place. But what I really want to pinpoint when he asks if Bess is O's chauffeur is that he's jealous. Bess really is O's chauffeur, both literally and figuratively. Hinted an I Bess S-I-O-K Tae. If you know what I mean. Sui, Tae's mom reminded him that he still need to study. It's a foreshadowing that Tae should study, for he'll need to in the next episodes. This is crazy. I am so loving the details here. This scene now hurts after finishing the whole series. I hate it here. I don't know anymore. The foreshadowing is so strong. I'm now drowned of my what ifs. Hoon gifts him a plane ticket to Bangkok for his confirmation of his university. But if we all know why this is Hoon's gift, remember during the first scenes in episode 1 when Hoon told Tae to sleep on their way home, Tae said his back aches on long rides. So he gave him this so he won't need to endure long rides anymore. And we can see how O is somehow sad for himself, maybe for not making it in the direct admission, but when they got to eat together again like they used to, it was revealed that O was confused on what faculty he would pursue. He knows for sure that he wants communication arts, but he's scared cause when Tae and Sui were talking earlier, he remembered his dad asking if he could really make it. Tae gave him one advice, though it is true that you would do great at things you really wanted to do, but it isn't always the case. I am giving props to the writers for what he answered. It's not everyone is so well-rounded like Tae that they can choose. Not everyone is like him who can do whatever they put their minds into. This is the reality. And what he said next is what I scream. He's just a 12th grader. He's so young. Why do we need to pressure people who are so young to be so certain on what they want to become? Good thing is that Tae is not insensitive. He knows how to answer O very carefully, saying he doesn't need to plan the far future but just focus on every little next steps he had to take. And that he will help him. The dream faculty called O, saying that he's the first one on their waiting list. We should take note of this because it will crash our hearts on the next episodes. Tae said he's happy for O, who will have the shot if one of the first qualifiers relinquishes. This is not a sad scene at first watch. I hate this. O made a calendar, and Tae even wrote something in it with both of them thinking that it'll be one of their best days. We all hoped for the day to come, both of them in the same university. But we'll see what would really happen on that day they marked and designed on the calendar. Again, O's using a coconut ink in his pens, coconut gel for his hair. And we all know how Tae hated coconut for its smell. Then, the tutorial begins. After giving O his review books, he's now giving O his precious self-made flashcards to O. He's really giving his all to O. From time to tutor him to all the resources he has. If this is not love, I don't know what is. After watching the finale then seeing this again, I am just so sad. Tae wanted something in return. He asked O on how to take selfies. And I love the details here. His notes page full of Chinese characters for the wood while was blown by the air that the wind flips its pages. And the next page is full of Chinese characters for the word intimate. No better metaphor than this. Not a Bangkok is crazy. Their motorbike ride. I love it. They're on their way to regaining their beautiful friendship. And this is when they started to share secrets to one another again. This is making me soft. From the motorbike ride scene until when they're both on the pier. The musical scoring really is piercing our hearts. How can these simple scenes be so heartwarming? Tae is always with Tierney when she needs to practice her drawing. He supports her in reaching her dreams in simple ways he can. He sharpens her color pencils for her. All those little things that would make Tierney feel loved. But from that moment, he started to divide his time with Tierney to tutor O. And as time goes by, one of them will be having test time more. But I love it that Tierney was never selfish, for she's not in an official relationship with Tae to begin with. The tutoring moments is to live for. You can really see the transformation of the relationship. I love it that they showed the tutor moments that involves Chinese characters related to the heart and emotions. It's just so strong. The guessing game, the playful moments, the editing, the scoring. Not hours on the top of their game. And of course, the tutorial ended with O's sniffing nose, which means his back aches. So Tae scratches it. When Tae and O is about to eat at the restaurant, Tae was happily shocked to see Marilyn there, too. But O told him that he invited the group. Tae was confused. Maybe he's disappointed so Tae is not in a good mood the whole time. Not only is it because O invited the whole group, of course they are all Tae's friends, too, but because O shared his secret to everyone. Ted wanted himself to be O's bestest friend among his best friends. And revealing his scare to the whole group would not make him any more special. Ted is so confused, he goes to his school and told his classmates that everyone is his friend and that he's still a virgin. Then he went home. How weird is that? He then changed to his old school uniform where the rest of his friends study. And he did that because he wanted to see O. The jealousy of a friend here is very nostalgic to the most of us for sure. We all have our best friends who has best friends aside from us. This is crazy. Now, how are you doing all this? As a resolution, O told him a secret he never shared with anyone. O admitted his feelings for Bess to Ted. Ted was so happy for he initially thinks that he became more special with their friends again. But I don't think he really is happy deep inside. He's so confused. He may not say it, but Bilkin is a great actor, his little gesture says it all. But as a supportive friend, Ted helps O with Bess. And Ted told O about Tyrn. They now have their own secrets. It's so cute. And the preparation for them to feeling that young again is something I really commend. I watched their documentary and the workshop is so deep. My highest respects to Nato. Now, Ted is telling O to move closer to Bess and all those cute stuff. It's making me soft and giggle. They even started to talk about Bess almost every time. He even joked about hitting on O just to see how Bess would react to confirm if Bess's feelings for O too. Test plan is effective cause Bess invited O right after TEH said it was only a joke. Ted was genuinely happy for helping O. From studies and even on being with Bess. But I do really think that subconsciously, he's doing all of it because he loves O more than as a friend. Later that night, as they're sharing things about Ted and Bess, I can already sense the jealousy from O. This is getting really exciting. O chose to go with Bess on a tutoring. This is a chance for him to really assess his chance to Bess. Then he accidentally said Kayimata Bess. This is when I thought that deep inside, it really is Ted who he wanted to study with. It's Ted he really wanted to be with. On the other hand, Ted went with Tyrn on her drawing practice, but all of us could tell TEH was not there mentally. We all know that he misses O. And that he's jealous of Bess. And the jealousy peaked when O sent him a photo of his and Bess legs touching each other. Ted's so confused, and maybe he thought that he should do something with Tyrn, too, for their relationship to progress the way O and Bess's is progressing. And here's how the tension between Ted and Tyrn started. Ted couldn't help it so he kissed Ted. But they had to stop cause they are with Tyrn's friends. After that, Ted was so confused that he keeps on neglecting O. Maybe it's his way to fight his feelings regardless how immature that is. The whole day continued with Ted avoiding O until O saw Ted waiting for him inside the boat going to his home. And the music started playing. As the boat started to move along with the music. The direction and cinematography were crazy. This is perfection. They reached the boat's destination without any one of them talking. But I can't blame them for their actions, they're just 12th graders. But one of them asked to start, O went back to the boat to talk to Ted. The conversation they had just because of the tutoring is so deep. It covers a lot of things for them. I love how O said that Ted can tell him things frankly instead of leaving him clueless every time. But if Ted doesn't really want to, he'll just try to be more observant. And will keep on asking if he's alright. How mature is he in there? But we are not done yet. This jealous, confused Ted is asking for exclusivity. He wants his time with O to stay. He wants the time not to be taken away from him. And O wanted the same thing. How is that? They continue talking until they're re-asking each other things about Ted and Bess. And that conversation led them to tickling each other. And what happened next is so meaningful. TEH smells O's hair and said how his hair smells so good. But it is the coconut he hates. The only difference is that it's O's hair. The sexual escalation is so strong. What a way to end this episode.